Hey everybody, uh, welcome to yet another, oh no, there we go, okay. Welcome to yet another Audeze live stream. Wednesday, game day. Yeah. Sorry about the lateness, I'm like juggling a million things this week, so I apologize about that. But in other news, I'm really excited about this Friday's production stream. We have some really cool stuff. I've been talking to the guys over at Acoustica Audio, if you're familiar with them. And they have some really cool plugins that they do based off of sampled hardware units. So we're going to have some stuff maybe talking about and examining and playing around with some of those. They're pretty cool. And yeah, I'm excited about them. Today, however, is game day. So we're going to play some games. We were playing, I think, Halo last time. Is that right? Yeah, I think we were playing some Halo. Hey, Sin City. Nice to see you. Welcome back. How are you doing today? Do I have this downloaded? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to install this in the background because I really have been wanting to play Outer Worlds and I haven't gotten a chance to. So I'm going to install that maybe for next time because I think it'd be fun to do like a regular playthrough. For now, whoa, RuneScape came back? Wild. This is like, it looks so different as I recall. It's like super wacky blast from the past. Wow. RuneScape got a real graphical upgrade since last time I played it. There's the guy doing the little pick-in with the mining. Gosh. Glad to hear that. Yeah, I was on vacation last week, so that's why there was no streams. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. Wow, this is like such a blast from the past. But yeah, I'm back this week. It was good to have some time off. Definitely need, I find one of the most important things in being productive is actually to take breaks really intentionally, right? Like when you have free time, not to just goof off, but like to goof off, to really do things that you enjoy, you know, like there's a show you really enjoy or you really enjoy playing games or making music or reading or whatever it is. You really need to say, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do that in a way that's fulfilling. Because you feel so much better. You don't feel aimless when you are like, this is free time. This is not working time. So important to have that. I'm kind of the opinion that I used to run my own company. And I was like, look, you guys can goof off all you want. I don't care what you do. As long as you get your stuff turned in by the deadline. Here's what you got to do. Here's the deadline. And other than that, I just didn't micromanage them at all. And I think that's my personal bias, but that's how I like to do it. That's what I think is cool. I'm just like, I mean, how much productive time do most people get when they went into an office before, like pre-COVID time? Like 2 to 4 hours a day, maybe, like the actual real productivity. And then another 4 hours of like aimless goofing around, getting lunch, whatever, you know? So, yeah, humans are, there's only so much focus time you can have sitting down in a chair, staring at a screen. As I say, sitting in a chair, staring at a screen, with other people who are sitting in chairs, staring at a screen, or maybe you're on your phone, I don't know. But, gosh, I have not touched games for a solid week and a half. So I'm totally blanking what to play. Which I feel like I do every week. I should plan these better. Sorry about that. Let's do, do people like watching card games? Is that horrible? I kind of want to play some Gwent. Let's see if it's updated first. Looks like it is. Something turn-based, I feel like, or like more relaxing. I feel like first person, I'm just going to be a mess with today. Or maybe not. Maybe I don't want to play any Halo. Let's do some monitor. Oh, I have 4K. Ooh, let me look it up. Here it's let me. This is the monitor I use. If we're on Gear Talk, I just got a linear tube audio. I'm actually borrowing it. It's not mine, but tube audio. New headphone amp, which I'm kind of excited about. But my monitor is... I don't know why the internet's being so slow right now. Oh, it's because I'm downloading a game. No, I don't want to do that. And streaming and trying to open web pages all at the same time. So my computer, my internet connection is like, what are you doing to me? Products, monitors. This is the one I got. I don't have the fancy hood on it. I tried with the monitor hood and it didn't really make a difference because I don't have too much, glare or anything like that in my room. It's pretty clean and free of that. If the pictures ever load. Here we go. Yeah, so this is a monitor I use. It's real fancy, high-end color accuracy, really good color accuracy. Actually, that's why I got it. Because I work with Adobe RGB and video coloring a lot. So, and unusually for a workstation monitor, 144 hertz refresh rate. Now, if you run higher than 8-bit color, I run 10-bit color, so I have to downscale the refresh rate to 98 hertz. Doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it's still well above 60. Looks uber smooth for games. Have no problem with it. And I mean, it's 4K and the color's great and it's very responsive. I think the 144 hertz is also like an overclocked. Can you? I don't know if you can see this. No, you guys can't see that. But my video monitor is. There's a little menu, you can see it. I've got it kind of custom. I custom tweaked the colors and some things like that to calibrate it right. But yeah, I think the overclock is 144. So I actually don't use it. It's at overclock. I use it at like 98 or 120, which I think is the native rate, which I like better anyways. But yeah, it looks great. It's got phenomenal color. It's maybe a little on the small side for a 4K screen because it's a 27, I want to say 27 inch. Yeah, it's a 27 inch 4K, which some things end up being a little tiny, but usually it's not a huge problem. So usually it's okay. I also don't know, does this make a difference to you guys? Can you? Yeah, I feel like my screen's always orange because of f.lux. They have, this one's a little bit expensive. So I saved up for a bit to get this one. But they have other ones that are not as expensive. Products. Like they've got the CP5 is really nice and the CP3 are both really nice for less money. Actually, the CP1 is pretty good too. I don't know as much about the CM series monitors. I don't really know what these are for. But I love the CP series. So can't really go wrong with any of these. They're all great monitors. Designed for graphic design and photo editing. So it looks like this one is not got the, it doesn't have the G-Sync, which saves a lot of money. It doesn't have the higher refresh rate. So this is just a less expensive version, but with the same color accuracy. I do some gaming on it as well. Honestly, 60 hertz, 4 milliseconds is fine unless you're super hardcore about that kind of thing. But the colors do look amazing on the monitor. I don't use the little flappy hood things that came with it. I tried them for a while. I didn't really notice a difference. I use two monitors too. I've got a Samsung, which is over here, and then I've got my main monitor, which is here. And so it made it harder to see the second screen because it kind of blocked the, I'll have to show you guys my setup sometime on like a YouTube video because you'll laugh. It's a little bit clunky, but it works. I just got, actually, this is kind of exciting for me. I just got a Microzodal MZ3 headphone amp. This is actually, it's an Audeze. We have just some in-house amplifiers, and I'm just borrowing it for the moment, but I just got it and I was listening to it early today, and it's pretty cool. Very very nice sounding gear. Really like the LTA stuff, and a really nice company. Yeah, definitely check out the Concept D stuff. Concept D. I think it's supposed to be Concepted, but I don't know if that's how. I don't know. But yeah, really nice stuff. It's reasonable too. Like if you look on Amazon, I know we're not supposed to shop on Amazon or whatever, but Fry's went out of business and whatever. It's a good place just to get prices. So like Concept T monitor. Yeah, so even like the CM24 is not crazy stupid for really good monitors. So these are, I mean, they're not cheap, but they're not crazy. So definitely nice monitors. Great color. Definitely thumbs up from me. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this head amp. It comes with there's pictured. It's a really long power supply. But this has been sounding really nice. So that's something I've been playing around with. Speaking of playing around, why don't we just jump in and, you know what? I'm feeling good about Overwatch. I know you guys love to watch me lose Overwatch games while we talk about why Mobius and Penrose are different. I hope that wasn't too sassy. But, yeah. Oh no. Let's see if the patch is small, hopefully. I love the Discord. Ooh. Discord, like splicing, activating splines or whatever. Spore did that too. Do y'all remember Spore? The old was it EA the publisher on that? And it was from Maxis Games, I want to say. By what the heck was his name? Peter Molyneux. Yeah. Dude, this game was my jam when I was a kid. Oh, this is like a rampage. People made one of the last pieces of content. Oh my god. That's really disturbing. One of the last pieces of content that I made. This is, let me get this out of here. Where was it? Was it this one? Here it was, Spore Hero, or maybe it was Galactic Adventures. Oops. And you could basically make adventure levels. Like you could make single player. It was, the control scheme was unbelievably kludgy and clunky and not good. But you could do galactic adventure games where you could make like mini scenarios, and you could have your space captain like go through different. People got super creative with it. There was like different storylines and continuing series and all sorts of, you could do the custom music and puzzles, and it was really cool. People did some incredibly cool stuff with it. It was very resource intensive though. So I remember someone built this whole medieval town and it loaded like just god awful slow because it was like super, it loaded all the assets individually instead of like rendering textures. It would render all these buildings as individual objects, which was the resource usage on this game was like awful. But I had a really crap potato of a computer. It was like an Intel Pentium or something because we wouldn't have money for a more expensive computer. But yeah, dude, this game was so cool back in the day. This was not a mod. This was actually like a legitimate. Jesus, this is horrifying. Like horrible David Cronenberg monsters. This was not a mod. This was actually an expansion pack that came out for the game. It was official. I think it was like the last thing that came out for the game. I wonder if Steam has like a legacy version of Spore, which let's see. They probably do. Yeah, and they are. It took me a long time. Ooh, that's loud. It took me a long time to find a monitor that was good for both. They do. They still have it. It's kind of expensive, but oops. It's awesome. $20 seems a little steep for. Oh yeah, they had this weird. Oh. Yeah. That was like a Nickelodeon Slime Time style intro. Oh, this is... Oh, man. This is bringing back some memories. This reminds me of the this was like Little Big Planet era, like the British narrator and the silly music. And gosh, maybe I'll get this one and play it. There's a whole bundle too, $40 for Creepy and Cute and Galactic Adventures. Yeah, it's a little bit steep, but maybe I'll buy it just because it's cool. But yeah, so many memories there. That'd be a good one to play. We should do like a memory lane, because I think I got... did I buy them? Oh, maybe they're installed. This might actually even be better. Oops. No, I haven't. We should get them. Do you guys remember Sonic Adventure Battle? Yeah. Let me make sure this is on my add to wish list. I'm going to pick this up so that we can play it next time. How big is this game? Probably small. You could probably download it and like play it in 3 gig. Okay, so it's a little too big to download now, but that's pretty tiny. And then there's a DX, which was the first one. These were from the Dreamcast, actually. Yeah, these are just like super cheap. I'll pick these up and play these next time. This would be really fun. I remember these games are being a blast. Okay. Anyways, let's actually play some games. Sorry for the distracting cruise down memory lane, but thanks for bearing with me. I actually never had the Dreamcast. That was before my time. I'm too young for the Dreamcast. But I did remember the oh. Wow. I did remember the GameCube. GameCube was the one that I remember. Sorry, this music is really loud right now. Turn it down a little bit. There we go. I did get the GameCube versions, which were slightly remastered, slightly better graphics, more like Chow stuff. But yeah, and of course, Escape from the City, which I think they teased in the Sonic movie, if I'm recalling correctly, and then didn't actually play, which was sad. But hopefully, it seemed like there would be a sequel to that one, so we'll see. Maybe we'll get that. Play. Let's see what the arcade modes are. I always like to play the arcades. Capture the Flag, Mystery Duel, Mystery Heroes. Let's do No Limits. Yeah, GameCube was one of my favorite consoles. I really liked the GameCube. There was just, it felt like almost every game on it was really solid. Like Wind Waker was amazing. There was this Robotech game that I had that was amazing. Obviously, all the Sonic games on GameCube were pretty much amazing. Metroid Prime, the first-person Metroid on GameCube. I was like a little too young to be playing it because it was like too hard for me, but I remember it being very cool. There was also an open world Star Fox game. You remember with the purple fox lady and the staff? You got like the staff and then there's the flying missions. That was really cool. Super Mario Sunshine, and I think one of the Paper Mario, the second or third Paper Mario game maybe. I don't remember if it was the turn-based one or the 2D one, but that was really cool. Super Mario Sunshine was awesome. Awesome game. Can't say enough good things about it. There was also, if you guys remember, Pokemon Stadium 2, or no, Pokemon Stadium 3, I guess it was. which was ultra weird. It was like full JRPG. Are we really doing this? All Lucian and support with one diva. Incredible. Yeah, so many good games. I love your new album. That's great. Where's my voice line? There we go. Yeah, F-Zero. The F-Zero game on GameCube was amazing. Like, honestly, were there any bad games on GameCube? There probably were, but it felt at the time like it was just... I think we didn't... I for sure underappreciated how good it was. And the controller was really cool. And really... Whoops, that was not what I meant to do. Ooh, I'm gonna die. And, yeah, just great. Like, just a great console. Mac app, there is a Mac app for Penrose. So check the Audeze HQ page for the downloads. It is there. It's up. There are updates coming to it. We're working on those currently. I will let you know when it releases. At the moment, I do not have information on that specifically. But a lot of the things that people are asking about, like chat mix and all that kind of stuff, are being addressed. And so, you know, keep an eye out for that, hopefully pretty soon. I think there might be some mic adjustments and some things like that as well. So definitely, you know, it's coming. It's not here yet. I mean, it is here in the sense that there is an app for it. So do download it if you haven't downloaded it. Oh no, I died. We have a really stupid team. This is pretty silly. They came in not playing. They're not playing the same game. They took this a little more seriously than we did. Oh, weird input lag there. All diva. Nice. I've been actually replaying a lot of those old GameCube games that I didn't have. Am I gonna die? I'm probably gonna die. I feel like I'm dead. My game is weirdly laggy right now. I don't know why my input feels like it's very slow, so you have to apologize if I'm dying more than usual. Oh no. Yeah, it's very laggy. It's strange. There's a slow respawn timer. Yeah, what is that? Why is that? Oh, maybe they just increased the timer on this? Oh no, we lost. Also today, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I'm wearing different headphones than I usually do. I usually go for the LCD2 close back. And today, I've got the LCD4Zs. So hopefully the microphone bleed isn't too bad. You guys let me know if it is, but I don't think it is. It should be. I did test it a little bit before this, and didn't notice any bleed through or anything like that. So we should be okay. Oh, we got a little more serious. Clicky volume wheels. I don't know. Maybe. I know the Mobius has some functionality with that. There's a big Penrose update coming that's addressing a lot of things. So keep an eye out for that. I don't have the whole changelog on that, but it'll obviously be, you know, out when it's... Oh no. Everything is terrible. This is horrible. What happened? What did I do? No. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Thanks, other Moira. I'm gonna jump down here. And, ooh, that was a bad choice. Bad choice, bad choice. Can you actually health leech turrets? I don't know if that's a thing you can actually do. Oh, jeez. This is terrible. Let's put a... Things do seem a little strangely laggy on my end. That's a big input lag there. They either nerfed Moira's little joopy joop, transporty, teleporty joop joop, joopadoop thing, or I'm experiencing something. I guess it's not a huge deal. Oh, I died. Hey, Metal571. Nice to see you. How you doing? What's new? I haven't been a head fight in a little while, so I'm a little out of the loop on things, but it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I am currently using a shit Jotunheim. Just the one, not the two. But I was just telling people I just got a LTA MZ3. That's like our Audeze in-house one to borrow for a little while. I had a Cord Hugo TT2 with an M scaler. That was pretty cool. Real nice treble. Lots of detail. I kind of like the shit. Right now I'm using a Gungnir with a Jotunheim. I really like the bass on the shit stuff. It's very like punchy, which I like. It's cool. But yeah, right now I'm using the Jotunheim, but I'll be using the MZ 3 for a little while. So yeah, that's what I've got right now. I do like the MZ3. I also use some EQ on my RME interface. So I like a lot of bass. Well, low bass, not like mid bass. But I like a fairly significant. Hell 2. Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't kept up with shit since I mean, I haven't worked there for a while now, but I haven't kept up with all what was going on, but I do remember them talking about Hell 2. Does it have optical input now or something like that, or more gaming functionality? I remember that was like a thing. So I'll have to check that out. Like I said, I haven't followed their stuff recently. I do still chat with Jason every once in a while, though. We always used to text about silly things late at night. They nixed the analog inputs. Yeah, you didn't really need analog inputs for that. The optical is a lot more useful. And making sure the UAC1 functionality worked with other stuff I know was a big thing as well. At least that's what I remember. It was kind of like a... Oh, I died. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've heard good things about their stuff. Like, I haven't heard any of the new stuff. I think I heard early Jotunheim 2 prototype back when I was working there, but that was real early on. Nice. Well, have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. It's always good to see you, hear from you. Hope you're doing well. And, hey, we won. Yeah. Stay in touch. There's some cool stuff coming. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at their website. I haven't seen anything recent. Is there anything important? Blah, blah, blah. Floor plans, yada, yada. That doesn't matter. Nobody cares. What time is it? It is 1:56. Okay. Oh. That, wow, my health did a bad thing there. Woo. Where's Cat K9? So it's what I don't know. Usually here. I don't know why we're focusing the Rhine. That's stupid of us. We're bad Moiras. I know. Oh, jeez. That takes so long to queue up. They must have nerfed that since last time I played, which has been a little while, to be fair. So it's entirely possible that's a me thing. Just feels sluggish. UAC for PS5. Others is sound quality. Yeah, I mean, theoretically the extractors are bad for sound quality, but I haven't really used them, so I can't specifically speak to them. I don't know, you know, I don't know. It could be like, wow, this is terrible, or it could be that kind of thing where we're audiophiles and we're fussy and it's subtle, but it is there. So I haven't tried it enough to say. Oh yeah, I actually really like the 4Zs. I've been using the 2Cs a lot, and then the other day I was listening to some LCD-Xs, and I was like, oh, these are actually like way better than I remembered. I should like use my 4Zs again because I haven't used them in a while. And went and plugged them in, and it was like, dang, they do actually sound they do sound better than the 2Cs, the two close back. Decent DAX with Saber 9038. Yeah, I mean, I actually really like the new 9038 chips from ESS. I mean, I worked at shit, and like multi-bit was like the sacred, you know, cool thing, and I do still like. I mean, I have a Goonier, I have a Bifrost too, but yeah, their new 9038s I've heard sound very good. You know, to the point where it's like I really wouldn't complain if you made me live with one that was well implemented. So I haven't heard all the implementations out there. The main thing with gaming though is that UAC 1 is an older standard, and Sony hasn't moved to the newer UAC 2 standard. So you've got a bit of a discrepancy there. And I know the ship products, for example, all used UAC 2 just because they were like, well, it's just better. It's just the newer standard. We should just use it, right? But it was... oh, that sounded like an enemy. But the UAC 2 doesn't work with PlayStation. And Microsoft's a kind of a special, different thing. I think it'll work with different stuff, but I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, I would be absolutely happy with a 9038. I haven't really compared the 4499 to the last kind of gen of AKM DAC I heard was the 4497, 4493, something like that. So now there was a fire at the AKM factory, so you're not going to see a lot of AKM DACs this year, or even maybe next year until production stuff kind of gets sorted out with that. Oh, geez. The 9038's a little more detailed, a little sharper sounding to me, but not, you know, they used to have a little bit of a bright kind of steely texture to them, but I didn't. Oh, we won, and I got closed in. So yeah, but the new ones I heard from like Burson and from MyTech and some brands like that sounded really nice. I don't know who any of these people were. Sure. But yeah, most DACs. Well, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to ask the company. It's a good thing to ask the company and see, like, hey, does your product use UAC 1 or UAC 2? And is it switchable between the two? Like, some USB chips will auto-detect. So that's a thing that you can look at as well, which is kind of cool. Yeah, the 9030, I would say it's very fast. It's very resolving, but it's not... It used to be that their filters, the built-in filters on it, were like a little... There's a harshness. There's like an upper treble resonance that kind of seemed to make things a little bit scratchy sounding. But it doesn't have that anymore to me. The new 40, the AKM decks always have a kind of a smooth sound to me, and they were sometimes a little too smooth for my tastes. Again, it all depends on the gear that you have, right? If you have a bright amp and a kind of smooth sounding DAC and sort of neutral-ish headphones, it might work. It just depends on your preferences. I like generally more neutral to slightly warm sound, you know. This is my preference. But yeah, the new AKMs I heard a Modi 3 Plus recently, I think it was, and it sounded more resolving than the old ones. You know, I think the new chips are good. I was just kind of blown away by how good the Saber chips have gotten. But yeah, I mean, we're kind of spoiled for good DAC choices nowadays. It's hard to you know, go wrong with a lot of the companies that have a reputation for well-designed DACs. It's become a lot more mature, sophisticated technology, and there's really a much more subtle difference, much more subtle gradation and differences between the different DACs nowadays, even between something like an R2R multi-bit or something like that and a traditional Delta Sigma chip, or a, you know, there's PWM upsampled thing that DCS and Mola Mola and companies like that do. They all sound really good, and they all sound more similar than different, honestly. Like, DACs are one of the more subtle differences, I would say. Yeah, I know PlayStation 5 has USB, but oftentimes I found myself with PlayStation having to use Mobius plugged into the TV via USB instead of the PlayStation, and it sometimes seemed to work better. It's taking a long time to find a game. Let's do Skirmish. Yeah, it was like they got this cool Tempest engine and all that kind of neat stuff, and then they got they kind of dropped the ball on PlayStation still having UAC 1 audio. I think even Nintendo Switch has in the recent update, well, I say recent, I think it was last year, but in a relatively recent update, switched over to UAC 2. Although don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. But as I recall, they updated to UAC 2. So yeah, it's Sony's, I mean, they're a big company. And with any big company, you know, you have different departments. So it might have just not been on their radar, or I don't know. I don't know if they have a reason for it, but I did think it was a little bit odd myself. So, boink. Oh, found a game. I also, how is the Tempest audio on the PlayStation 5? If any of you have one and can comment on it, because I actually haven't, believe it or not, got a PlayStation 5. I just was really assessing how much I was playing console games, and the answer was I'm playing a lot of my older console games, but not playing as much new stuff. And I've got this monstrous PC that I spent a bunch of money on. It was really expensive, and it was like, why do I need a PlayStation 5? So I haven't got one. And I haven't been able to test out the Tempest audio. We do have, I think Mark Martinez in customer support has one, but I don't know. I mean, I've chatted with him a little bit about it. He likes it, but I haven't really heard an in-depth review of the PlayStation 5 Tempest thingy. I heard some people really liked it. Some people thought it was really didn't sound good. So I'd be interested to hear chat's thoughts, all of your thoughts about whether you liked it or not. LCD digital audio. Ah, yeah. I have a GX sitting right here on my keyboard, one of my keyboards, and I actually really like it. It's pretty sorted. Like it, if someone were to say that they, you know, bought a GX not for gaming just because they liked the way it sounded, I would be, you know, what? How did that not kill him? Pretty cool for PS5 games, but it sounds bad for PlayStation 4 games. That makes some sense to me. Maybe not, like, accounted for in the... I don't know. I could think of a few reasons why that might be. I don't know why, but that's interesting. HDMI... blah, 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 blah. Both are fine. I have a PlayStation 4, and I've used both. Optical's great if you have a DAC that uses optical. But, you know, the HDMI is fine, too. They're both somewhat compromised formats ultimately compared to some other ones, but I'm trying to think. I don't remember if the optical will do surround. But I only ever use, you know, surround for the Mobius. I know they're back here somewhere. Or maybe not. Maybe they... I mean, ultimately the signal is not going to matter as much. I really need you to die. Thank you. I played that very poorly because I was distracted and thinking about optical versus HDMI. Honest answer is just use whichever one you, whichever one is most convenient for you. Oh yeah, yeah. No, no. I use the GX for all sorts of things. I quite like it. I don't think it's sacrilege at all to use it for, they're up there, aren't they? I don't think it's sacrilege at all to use it for, for non-gaming stuff. Okay, y'all need to get up there. You need to, like, get up. Gotcha. I heard a big explodey thing happen. Wow, I got nuked hard. I actually don't even know what this hero does or is called. Yeah, I got nuked hard there. Ouch. It was a fine. How do you do? Oh, that guy is killing a lot of people. Woo! Got my number too. Wow, everybody just died there. Yeah, I find I mean, I do think the GXs are pretty sorted frequency response wise, and I do like them a lot. So, yeah, nothing wrong with using them for some other stuff. I saw you going around here somewhere. They're all flying. Why do I gotta fly? Oh, I missed. Nuts. Yeah. Yes. The LCD2s are a little bit dark and juicy for gaming. I could see that. Woo. XC Carbon was thinking about Norn Silvergar S4. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. My cable that I've got for my LCDs is actually a ZMF cable that I've had for a long time. It's a silver, I think silver copper mix or something like that. I tend to not be too fussy about cables, but I think that would do well. I don't find, I mean, okay. Some people are really like, oh, cables don't make a difference, whatever. I've heard cables make a difference. I would say it's very subtle, even more subtle than DAX. So, you know, take that out with a grain of salt. I was so close. That's what I get for playing with a controller, like a scrub. But yeah, Silver Lits, Norn. I like the Norn audio cables. They're good. Silver would be a good choice for XC Carbon, you said? Yeah, I think that would... Seems good to me. I like the silver cables. They're a little maybe more trebly, which I kind of like with Arcans, but Gotcha. I'm like a suicide Junkrat. The twos are real fun for music though, like with the real juicy bass. I find them quite fun for music. All just gathered here in the middle, being shot at like no strategy. Yeah. I find that cables for headphones are much more subtle than cables in stereo like speaker systems. So, you know, I'm not really a cable tweaker when it comes to headphones, but, you know, no problems with people who are. Those are just my kind of vague noticings. Oh, and just as I was about to ult. They are all playing that Angel character. What's that character's name? Does anybody know in chat? I know I'm an Overwatch noob because I haven't played in ages. I used to be good at this game. Family Kitty. I'm going to endorse this person just because I'm glad they played the hamster person. I don't know. I guess it kind of depends, like, on what your perspective it is. Yeah. I don't know. I don't look. Cables are a thing. If you're into cables, cool. If you're not into cables, that's fine. I'm not really, you know. I mean, I have a gajillion cables from Audeze that are supposed to be super premium or whatever, but I'm sure they're fine. But what else? I don't stress about cables too much, you know. Yeah, I suppose the 4Zs and the GXs are pretty light. Some of them are a little heavier. I definitely noticed, you know, like the old 4s with the old style headband. They were heavy. They were hefty, you know. What is this character called? Echo. So I couldn't do long production sessions with the 4s. Personally, I didn't like to do that, or long gaming sessions. But listening to music was fine. For the lighter ones, I don't have a problem with it, but some people do. I think it really just depends on, you know, what your tolerance and preference for that is. Yeah. New suspension strap headband. Big improvement, in my opinion. Trying to think. The only headphones I actually owned pre-working for Audeze that were Audeze's were LCD ones. So I haven't really lived with the old style headband ones. But that's just my take on it. So, as usual, grain of salt. Maybe a bowl full of salt. A big salt block. I don't know why I was shooting at this person. I really didn't need to shoot at them. It's just skirmish. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm 6'3". I weigh like 130 pounds, and I work out like a mad, crazy person. So, you know, I don't know what everyone else's tolerance is for it. I don't really have a problem too much. I don't ever experience real neck pain. The LCD4s I did notice they were heavy, but I felt it more on the top of my head than in my neck. I also apparently have a big fat noggin because I tried to go get a hat once, and they were like, you have like the largest standard hat size. There's hat sizes that come in like between 32 and 74, and I was like a 73 or 74 or something. I feel like my head doesn't look that big, but apparently I have a big fat head. So, you know, All my friends make fun of me. They're like, haha, you're a big fat head. Because that skull is so dense. So, that's my situation. Music, headphones, and stuff, and 6-hour gaming sessions. Yeah, I don't have any problem with the GX for like long gaming sessions or the 4Z. But like I said, 4s for me were a bit heavy. So that's just my perspective on it. Oh, I didn't realize I had Sherlock McCree. That's kind of cool. Should I play? Might be fun to play like Reaper or something. Oh, we're all going Syndra. Let me see if I remember how to do this. Sniff neck, gotcha. Yeah, I don't have a. I have to go to. I have basically the second or third out from the top, like thing on the yokes. So it's pretty far out. That's me. Yes, I will teleport. Was it not that far? I'm not doing so great with Reaper. I should change. How do you change the character? Change hero. It's not the most useful portal of all time. Ooh, that hurt a lot. Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, there's some useful info. Oh, try to chain a turret, because I'm a dum-dum. Gosh, they really got that locked down. Actually, what we need is a Reinhardt. LCD2 headphones balanced with a lot of current. Quite a lot in my experience. Most of our headphones are efficient to be running without too much of a crazy amp. But in my experience, the 70 ohm ones, especially LCD2, things like that, really do benefit from a much better amplifier. Yeah, this was exactly what we needed. Oh no! Oh no! That was a good ult. And thank you, Michael Carson, Leonardo. I hope they're helpful. Yeah, and not so much necessarily balance versus single-ended or whatever. That's obviously, I'm not gonna make it. Kind of a subjective thing, but having more power, balance usually has more power, more gain. But a powerful amplifier for the planers is helpful. And it will definitely make a difference. You'll notice, I notice a difference, rather, between using a, I notice a difference with more power. So I wouldn't use like a low-powered, like little tiny solid-state thing, or I wouldn't use a, I wouldn't necessarily use a single-ended triode, low flea watt power tube amp for the for like an LCD 2 necessarily. So that's just my take. I mean, DACs will make a difference in any system, but in a similar way, right? They shouldn't change frequency response that much. Just the kind of less tangibles like transient, dynamic, things like detail, things like that. I mean, have a good DAC. Good DACs are important, but the most important thing is the transducer, followed by the amplifier, followed by the digital, and then accessories, cables, all that are all even further down on the list. Just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I'm sure if someone makes DACs, will tell you that the DAC is super important and can give you a great list of reasons for why it's important and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm not saying that they don't make a difference. I'm just saying that it's a different thing. Awesome. Well, thank you, Jonathan. That's great to hear. I hope you're enjoying them. I was just mentioning I have a pair. I can't reach them because my arm's really sore. This is my vaccine arm I got. It's a little bit sore. But yeah, I have them sitting over there on my keyboard, and they're really nice. Really enjoy them. One of my favorite headphones we make, actually, especially in the under $1,000 price point. And yeah, so I probably actually have to head out soon because I have another work call. But yeah, GX Club. We should start a Discord, and you guys can be our founding GX room members. I need to talk to Jaren about that. But yeah, we do streams on what's the Torvald, that's what his name is. We do streams on 1 p.m. ish Wednesday Pacific time, and 1300 for European folks. And we do music production and music making, composition, mixing, all that kind of stuff, streams on Fridays at 3 p.m. 3 p.m.? Yeah, 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is 1500 for our European and international friends. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. So like I said, those are the times when we stream. And yeah, definitely stop by. We've got a fun little community here. Oh my gosh. Can you guys hear this? They were just doing the Dalek exterminate thing like nonstop. Absolutely ridiculous. Is it all tracers? It's all tracers. Oh, I thought they were going to teleport there. This is actually... They're doing better than I thought they would with an all-tracer team. Oops, that wasn't what I meant to do. Well, our drivers can handle, I think, at least up to 15 watts. So even though it's efficient and it doesn't need a lot of power to run, it'll still allow you more voltage swings for dynamic, peaks and things like that. So, it's not a bad thing to have more power, even for a relatively efficient, low impedance. So, power is great for especially planers because they require a lot of current drive to sound their best. So, I'm never going to say no to... Oh, I'm going to die. Stop. These maids are so annoying. Jesus. I had to reload. I remember to not do that when I'm reloading. Oh, this is arcade. This is an arcade, open. No, wasted my ultimate. Finally died. Yeah, special arcade mode. Yeah, this is an arcade mode that allows... There's no hero limit, so that's why we have 15 Mays who are freezing me over and over again. And yes, there are leather care kits. Thank you for mentioning that, Matthew. It's a great way of keeping them nice and fresh feeling and soft. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Finally got one of those maze. Oh, I missed. I was trying to anticipate, and then you're never right. I guess I'm not a hero. These tracers are good. I'm actually surprised. These are fairly decent tracers. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for stopping by. And like I said, 1 p.m. Pacific. Oh, geez. I got killed instantly. Oh. Fudge. This is the worst. This is the absolute worst. Yeah, this will be my last game, so I'll be heading out after this one. I might have to head out actually, just a few minutes, anyways. But that's a bastion. Our dudes are dying. I can see. Okay, we're done. We're done here. Yeah. Also, I was thinking we should start an Audeze Discord server. If anybody has feelings about that, let me know, because I think it'd be a fun way to talk about stuff we talk about on the streams and release information. Ooh, almost walked off the edge. It would have been very bad. So, geez, I didn't realize they were that close. But yeah, definitely think it'd be cool to start an Audeze Discord server. And that way we can also let you guys know about, you know, the most up-to-date stuff. So, yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, no. The Dark of You Breaking Benjamin. Nice. We also have, if any of you use Kobas, we have an Audeze Discover playlist. It's in the Hi-Fi Partners list. Check it out. I made it. If you hate it, you can come complain to me. But there's some cool stuff in there. There's a pretty big variety, so you should be able to find something you like in there. Yeah, Discord server I think would be fun. Let me talk to Jaren about that. And yeah, because I would like to basically... I can't get a break, man. This is a rough game. Let's try Junkrat. Well, that means we won't have to play a bunch more games. So this is actually a good thing. I've got to go now and go to a meeting, which is going to be a lot less fun than hanging out with you guys. But oh my gosh. Jesus. Every single one of us? What? Wow. We got our butts kicked. That was ouch. Special offer, loot box. What is this? Oh, does it just mean I can buy one? I don't need that. All right. Well, thanks everyone for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Friday, 3 p.m. this week, but Pacific, 3 p.m. Pacific. We've got a special production stream going on. I've got a bunch of new plugs from Acoustica. So if any of you are familiar with them, we'll have some exciting new stuff going on with them, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, I'll see you guys then, and thanks to everyone who stopped by.